Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Test Automation Mantras. In today's video, I have covered another front-end automation testing tool, Cyprus. In today's video, we'll see how we can set up Cyprus locally and how to run tests. Let's get started. For today's session, you will require VS Code and Node.js. If you have not installed Node.js, you can do so from the Node.js website. Once you have done the required installation, come back, open the VS Code. Now it's time to create a new folder where you would like to store all your project dependencies. So in this case, I have created a Cyprus folder. I'll be storing all the project dependencies and project structure under Cyprus folder. To create a project dependency file, I have to run npm init-y. Once the command is installed or executed successfully, you should be able to see that package.json file gets created under Cyprus folder. This file will store all the project dependencies. Now it's time to install Cyprus. To install Cyprus, you can run npm install Cyprus. If you would like to install Cyprus as a project, as a dev dependency, you can run with additional parameters as save -dev. Installation takes a bit time, so let's wait until installation is done successfully. Now it's time to run our Cyprus tests. So you can run tests using npx cyprus open, and this is the first time we are trying to run the tests, and the version we are using is 7.7. After a moment, the Cyprus test runner will launch, and it will contain all the test specs specified in the default project structure. And this contains all the integration tests, as you can see from here. Now let's run first test to do spec.js. Once you run that, it will open a browser, try to run all the tests inside that to-do spec. Launching the test, and you can see visiting the website. First test is completed, and as you can see, all tests are finished. Once you run your first test using npx cyprus open, the folder structure gets scaffolded automatically under this Cyprus folder, and it contains different folder structures. The first folder is fixtures. Fixtures contains the static data information. So this is like if you like to store your test data files, you can store under fixtures. And if you like to access these files under the fixtures, you can use cy.fixture and then specify the file which you'd like to use it. Integration folder contains all these spec files. It could be JavaScript, it could be TypeScript files, or any other files you'd like to write your test in. So this contains all the specific or specifications of the test files. The plugins contains the default plugins. The Cyprus runs the plugins before your project is loaded. So anything written here gets loaded before the project is actually loaded. Support contains all your support commands and index. So again, this also runs before the browser opens. All the commands gets run before that. When the tests are running, it does snapshot recording. So all the video recordings are stored under the videos. If there are any screenshots being taken, there'll be another folder created here, and it will contain all the screenshots as well. Cyprus.json is a configuration file. If you like to specify any configurations, you can specify under Cyprus.json. Say, for example, you would like to specify a default timeout. So this is the place to define that. If you would like to specify a base URL to be accessed, you can specify that as well. So there are different ways where you can specify the base URL. Also, we'll cover in later parts how we can have the configuration files for different environments. The package.json we have already covered. This stores all the project dependencies. Also, there's just an additional script you can define here. Instead of running Cyprus open from the command line, you can specify under the scripts. This helps if you have to run via CI/CD pipeline. It's good to define as a script in the package.json. There are two ways to run your test. You would like to open the Cyprus test runner, then you can run Cyprus open. If you would like to run the test via the command line, via the terminal, you can run npx cypress run. So it will run by the command line